Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. We are from Group 1. In the next association, we will talk about public service aspect in bureaucratic personnel law. We are hoping that you can follow up presentation of our discussion later. Thank you. Uh, okay. In group 1, this member number 1 is the Ibnu Sidik and Jasin Yani Shah Putra and Muhammad Abdul Hamid and Hanan saya and Hanan and Faiz Al Razak. And then come to topic. Wait. And the first, public service is on of the fundamental function of the state in realizing public welfare. In the concept of the rule of law state or the state, the state does not merely act as a guardian of order but also as provider of service to the citizen high quality public service. The fact the success of governmental administration as well as the level of professionalism and state apparatus. In this context, bureaucratic civil service law plays a very important role. This is because civil servants or ASN as the bureaucratic actor are the main agent in the delivering service to the public. Therefore, the quality of public service largely depends on how the civil service legal system regulates, develops, and supervises civil servants. And then the regulation of the servant in Indonesia is normatively governed by Undang-Undang Nomor I'm sorry. Undang-Undang number 5. Uh, uh, sorry. 5 years 2024. I'm sorry. Uh, tentang aparatur sipil negara. With the stipulates the civil servants function as implementers of the public policy, providers of public and service, and as unifying force the nation. Thus, the aspect of public service cannot be separated from the I'm sorry, from the bureaucratic civil service system. And uh, wait, the scope uh sorry, and then public service centrality refers to all activated career of the fulfill the basic need on the community in the form the goods, service, and or Administrative service provided by the state. In the perspective of the administrative law, public service represent an character from the government. Best rule that performed by administrative officials. Normatively, I'm sorry. Public service in Indonesia is regulated under Undang-Undang Number 25 sorry years 2009 tentang pelayanan publik, which implies that the country quality of the rights, balance of the right and obligation, professionalism and participation and accountability. And then the scope of the public service include number 1.1 administrative service to public goods service and public service profession. In the practice, public service does not only concern the output of the service but also the process of service delivery, which must meet content standards. Therefore, civil service law becomes as essentially instrument and introducing the quality of the process. And Maturi, the continue with my friends is the Ibnu Siddiq. And Ibnu Siddiq comes in. See, bureaucratic civil service law and its role. Bureaucratic civil service law is a part of administrative law that governs the legal relationship between the government as an employer and civil servant as executors governmental duties. It covers aspects such as recruitment, appointment, placement, development, performance, evaluation, and dismissal of civil servants. In relation to public service, civil service law has several strategic roles. First, it serves as instruments to create professional civil servant. Pro- Professionalism is crucial because high quality public service requires competence, integrity, and strong work ethics. Second, it functions as mechanism to control the behavior of public officials. Through this disciplinary rules, codes of ethics, and administrative sanction, civil service law prevent deviation in public service delivery. There, it provides the foundation for development, capacity building of civil servant, education and training program as well career development system are designed to enhance the ability of civil servant to deliver optimal service. Uh,
Yes. The next, prisoners of public service from civil service perspective. In delivery public service, civil servant may adhere to the general principle of the principle service serve and more standard that must be followed by all state apparatus. Okay, principles include number one, legal certainty, meaning the service must be basis of clear legal regulation. Number two, professionalism, meaning that service must be delivered by competent and ethical officials. Number three, transparency, meaning that the public has the right to accurate of open information. Number four, accountability, meaning that everything must be accountable. Number five, non-discrimination, meaning that service but must be profit fairly with cost. The implementation of the privilege depends greatly on the quality of humans re- resource with the civil service system. Um, Number eight, Mary system in civil service law. One the one of the key principles in modern civil service law is the Mary system. This system emphasizes that the management of civil servants must be the best of qualification, competency, and performance rather than subjective factor so as publication personality relationship. The implementation the implementation of the merit system and law. Number one, improve the professionalism of civil servants. Number two, prevent collusion and nepotism. Number three, promote high quality public service delivery. In practice, the merit system in supervised by the committee with assures that civil service publics are implement objective and effective. Next.
Okay, Faiz will continue discussing the next material, term supervision and accountability public service. Supervision is high crucial aspect in assuring the quality of public service. Without accountability, supervision and potential for deviation in service delivery increase significantly. In Indonesia, public service supervision is conducted through number one, internal supervision within government institution. Number two, external supervision by the public. Number three, oversight by independent institution as the Ombudsman Republic, the Ombudsman as the authority to reserve and on public complaint related to number one, number one, unreasonably delayed. Number two, abuse of authority. Number three, discrimination in service delivery. Accountability in public service requires civil servant to be responsible for every action they take both at national, at administratively and legally. D. Digitalization and public service reform. The development of information technology has driven transformation in public service through the concept of government. Digitalization enables service to become faster and more trans transparent. However, this transformation also presents challenges, particularly region of civil servant to adapt to technology and investment. Therefore, civil service law must be responsive in accommodating the need for improving digital competition among public officials. Regulating report in Indonesia also place public service as a central focus, aiming to create a clean, effective, and service-oriented work racing.
Right. The conclusion. Based on the discussion regarding the aspect of public service which bureaucracy civil service law, it can be understood that the quality of public service is regularly determined by the management system of civil servant as the main executor of the governmental function. Civil service law does not merely function as an administrative instrument, but also as a strategic means to the shape professional, competent, and integrity-driven public official who are oriented toward serving the public interest. The existence of Undang-Undang Number 5 years 2014 tentang aparatur sipil negara and Undang-Undang Nomor 25 Tahun 2009 tentang pelayanan publik as provided as the strong normative foundation for the delivery of high quality public service through the implementation of principles such as government, the merit system, and supervisor mechanism involving intrusion such of the Komisi Aparatur Sipil Negara and the Ombudsman Republik Indonesia. It is expected and the accountability and responsive bureaucracy can be achieved. However, various challenges such as low discipline among civil servants, look at the component and the bureaucratic culture that is not yet fully service-oriented indicate the main issue lies in the aspect of implementation. This confirms that the success of public service is not solely determined by the excess of regulation, but also by the commitment of public officials and the effectiveness of law enforcement. Therefore, continuous efforts are required to improve the quality of human resource within the civil service, strengthen supervisor mechanism, and promote service-oriented bureaucratic reform, ultimately effective and efficiency and equitable public service, reflect the realization of God's government, the principle if in the administration of the government in Indonesia. All right, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Nah,
Dik, apa sih, Dik? Angin tai, angin cepat. Udang, udang, udang.